Welcome to the next installment in my video lecture series in economics. And in this particular video lecture, I'm going to be taking a look at the puzzle of the experience premium. This in particular relates to my urban economics class, chapter 12, figure 12-2. And the thing I want you to realize here is that this represents the achievement in terms of dollars. So if a student's achievement increases and that gets translated into higher earnings, etc., how that relates to the number of years of teaching experience. And you can see that this is relatively flat. And as your textbook points out, that what occurs is that the achievement or the value of teachers increases in the very first years of teaching. So you start off as a teacher with zero experience, and over the next few years, what you end up seeing is that their productivity increases in the first year or up to the second year. But after that, there is little to no improvement in teacher productivity as it relates to teaching experience. So I want you to realize that most of the research that's out there shows that teacher productivity does increase with experience, but it generally stops after 1 or 2 years. However, most teacher contracts call for automatic pay increases every single year. So if this does not relate to any increases in productivity, you see an efficiency issue related to this. The cost of that teacher is going to increase, but their production is not increasing over that time period. So what is the optimal level of experience for a teacher? We have the marginal benefit curve of experience, which is downward sloping, indicating that as teaching experience increases, the productivity associated with that increase in experience gets smaller and smaller. So it has decreasing returns with respect to teaching experience. So for the determination of what is the optimal level of teaching experience, we put in the marginal cost curve, which is the experience premium. So where marginal cost intersects marginal benefit here at point B, that is the optimal level of teaching experience in years. So Y asterisk is the optimal level. So for example, if we're paying more and more past that point of experience in terms of higher wages, the cost of that is higher than the benefits that are received from those additional years of teaching. So that relates to the issue that we talked about, or the textbook talks about, where teachers are automatically given increases due to their level of experience, but as most research has shown, that increasing experience past a certain point has no impact on productivity. So what we end up seeing is at higher costs, but not recouping or not equivalent to the level of benefits. So just make sure that you're aware of that this issue of paying teachers more because of their experience, that the research generally is showing that experience past a specific level does nothing for productivity, does nothing for achievement, and does not translate into higher earnings for students. And when we do this, we are placing too great of a weight on experience when it relates to the compensation paid to teachers, especially when it's above the optimal level.